Hello. It's been a while. I don't really keep up my schedule of uploading or streaming videos ever since since joining or doing high school. But in Christmas, I did Christmas yesterday. In Christmas Eve, I was able, or of course my family was able to get me some model kits, which this is one of them, which I'm actually genuinely surprised. This is the real grade Freedom Gundam, of course, from Gundam Freedom, not Gundam, Gundam Seed, and Destiny. And, I did build this right off the bat, when we finished Christmas, so, around probably 8, that's when, my family left, or my relatives, and I builded it when they were gone. So, aesthetically, of course, it is a real grade, so there's bound to be a lot of details, and plus, there's a 2011 model kit, and it is pretty back heavy as well. As long as you put it on the side, it won't be as back heavy as, it'll be. Of course, you got the nice head. The only stickers I put on, which is the head. I put on the separate eye stickers because I screwed up and I chipped the gold eye with the one sticker where you stick on the head. I believe it's right here. For stickers, these are sticker sheet decals. Right here, as you can see, I kind of messed. You might not see it, but I did mess up a bit on the gold eyes. And I know there's a separate decal sheet. I don't know where I put it though. There is a separate decal sheet, but where is it? Now I just noticed. But there's a separate decal sheet as well. I think it's just with the warning signs and everything, I believe. But yeah, aesthetically it looks good. It looks pretty anime accurate to be a real grade. And surprisingly, it's standing up very well. So, I guess I'll do accessories because, accessories are accessories. So for this, of course, comes with the beam rifle, which let's just say I highlighted blue, so I trimmed it into blue, which is a clear part, straight up a clear part, but I painted it to be blue. And that line section right here, it has to be gunmetal. So yeah, and then of course it has a gun trigger finger holding hand. The most basic thing of real grades. Of course, it has the fists. It has the beam sabers, lesser to beam sabers, I think. And I believe this is the Lupus beam rifle. Of course, looks really good. Has a peg, so you can plug it onto the back section right here. As you can see, there's a peg hole right here in the butt flap. Please don't fall. And of course, the only including hands that will hold those beam sabers are of course, movable fingers, which I screwed up on the pointing finger, and I kind of actually bented the point. Oh shoot! I bent the pointing finger a bit, so it'll be pretty loose, which kind of hurts. And this is the only on the left hand, which is a open left hand. That's literally it. Wish it had a right, but hey, guess not. Hey, stand adapter. I don't know if it only works. It only works on the. I think it works on the old stand, not the most recent ones too. And here comes the shield. Pretty detailed, pretty nice, pretty it's awful that, not awful, but it's disappointing where there's no sliding gimmick where you see in like recent real grades with shields. This is just straight up the movable part frame with the freedom, which oh my god, the legs and arms were very tight, and I was kind of scared of breaking the arm because they were kind of thin on the joints. So I didn't move the arm a lot. But yeah, and then here is the very long beam saber. I think these are SB1 beam sabers, right? Yeah, they're SB1 beam sabers, which super long. They feel like a master grade. But I rather like use a smaller one because, of course, they have the movable frame fingers, which are the only hands that are holding the beam saber out, and plus the shield as well. And of course, you know how movable hand frames work. They don't usually be the best at holding weapons a lot. And you just plug these, of course. This is on a ball joint, so you can just easily take this out. Please don't break it. Okay, one annoying part is just, of course, if you have the old Freedom, real grade Freedom, this piece right here is just a loose leaf. It's just a loose leaf plastic, so it just stays on there by friction. So not friction, but like you know what I mean. So what I usually do is just put this hand on the hand I want to plug in, which is the beam saber hilt, and just shove it in right here, and plug it in here, making sure that it aligns properly, and boom. Looks so cool. Of course, I'm kind of biased. Of course, the shield right here as a plug-in right here, so. And there's a hole on the forearm, as you can see. And the beam saber pop off. Yeah, the beam saber hilts pop off like really easily, but I can easily just fix that with a bit of super glue. Not super glue, but a bit of like glue in the hole. Then just plug it in, so like on the sides to make it a bit more easier. And yeah, one thing I do not like about this is the joints of the arms. They come out way too easily. You know why? Because these are way too damn small. So those joints right there, they can fit. The problem is they're just too small to the point where if you even move them, it'll just pop off. So that's why I tend to use super glue. But it works on this because I'm not using as much weight on the right arm than the left arm, because the left arm is holding the shield. But, you know, yes, by example, yeah, you plug it in, yes, you can use it as a shield. And beam sabers, of course, it's a beam saber. But I'm not using the SB1's beam sabers because they are way too big. So I'm using the beam sabers from the Unicorn Gundam, or or the Zeta Gundam as well. But I like this one because it's a hot pink. Yes, I have a real grade Unicorn, but it broke because the arm was too tight. So, for articulation, yes, I'm going on for the articulation. Don't worry, I'll do the weapons as well as articulation. Articulation is kind of gonna be a bit difficult because one thing, my waist unit right here already got stressed, so the waist might be loose, and the upper one is like way too tight to a point where I can't even like move it. But I could go side to side though. So head could go up this far, down this far, of course. Tilt side to side. You can go 360 if you don't pop it. If you pop it. So waist go down. You really, I'm just gonna say that because my waist is stressed, so I don't want to move it back this far. It could go side to side pretty decent, actually. Arms, I'm gonna do on the right. If you move the wings, it can go 360, but just be careful because I did use super glue on the arm, so first time it might actually pop off. So yeah, arm. This is on a double joint. Of course, it's a frame, so if you break it, good luck buying a new one because I spent at least, I think it was on retail, not retail, but it was on sale for like what, $25, which is actually pretty good because because inflation, blah blah blah. You know, man, this was $36. So yeah. Sorry, someone was coming downstairs, but yeah, and then okay, what was I on? This is on a ball joint, and of course, there's a movable. Since it's a movable frame, there's like a ball joint inside of it, so it's technically a double ball joint. And of course, it can swivel, but it can go 360. But problem is, due to the joint right here, it will loosen up very badly if you swivel a lot. And of course, since there's no not biceps, but there's no swivel because technically there's none because the ball joint is the swivel. So that's kind of iffy because it'll become very loose. I'll just make an example. So you can see here, the ball joint. Here, if I take it off, there's no swiveling joint right underneath here. It's just the ball joint itself. So yeah. What I was saying was, is you swivel the ball joint since the ball joint is the swivel itself. And where did my pieces go? But yeah, just basic standard, you know, and there it is. Might take a while, but you know. I'll take off the backpack here, just to make it a whole lot more easier for me. If I can, please. Okay, I guess not, because the backpack is super tight right now. The front skirts can go up this far, and legs, of course, this far with the, side skirts, not side skirt, but front skirt blocking it. Ooh, that was a very bad snap. It can go, there's a double joint and nice sliding mechanic right here on the thighs, which is pretty cool. Not bad for a 2011 kit. Has nice swivel, and first time, I heard a lot of issues of the freedom. Once you put the legs are really loose. I put it on. It wasn't as loose as I thought it would be. It could still stand up but just in case, I just dapped on a bit of like super glue on the joint, and yeah, it's solid as a rock now. The knee can go up, down. Wait, yeah, it could go down. There's a second knee joint right here, but it's not even that much, so I don't know if that will work. Not kneecaps. These are movable since this piece is on a ball joint, so go side to side, you know, all that stuff. Alright, let's go to the backpack now. Backpack, it's kind of weird with the backpack since these black pieces right here, the navy blue, the back part right here is connected to the whole wings. So if you move this, the whole wing pieces are coming with it, including this wing piece on top. While the front wings right here, it moves by itself, so this won't get in the way. I'm saying that because, well, this is going together, but it's really tight. But if you leave it separately, if you hold this is a separate segment compared to the back ones. And of course, these wings are individuals. There's 3 in total. So yes, and plus this is a separate piece, so it can separate segment, I should say. And it's really cool, but like the problem is, but this is super loose right now. And I'm probably gonna butcher this. The Zephyrus rail cannons, I believe, or railgun. Probably rail cannon. Can go up. You can probably fold it like this. It's pretty cool. And since it could go side to side, it's pretty awesome. And the wings right here could bend flat like this. Well, since the arm is blocking it. And can go all the way over here. Of course, right this. Then all the way down like this. Without, being in the way. The rail cannons, or is it rail gun? Of course, you can always have the nice, awesome folding mechanic right here, which, if you can see right here, I think you have to pull it. Yeah, you have to pull it that way. You can use it as a handle, which is pretty cool. And the toe popped off. I almost completely forgot about one piece, actually multiple pieces. Now I just noticed. Of course, the back flap is movable, and the thruster binders are movable, including what fell. Of course, the kneecaps fell, including the inside part too, which is pretty cool. Nice red inside too on the backpack. And I almost completely forgot a cockpit hatch. So, the main one question is, are you willing to get this over the high grade, master grade, or real grade GCP version? If you're looking for a cheap one. Only if you like the aesthetics and you don't pose or play too much with your Gunpla. Yes, this is a really good build if for shelf presence or just posing it and making it stay there. I recommend using a stand, mainly probably Act 2, since the adapter doesn't have a hole whatsoever, which it's kind of a pain. But aesthetically looks cool. The wings is kind of a hassle to fiddle with, especially when you try to do full burst mode, because the railguns just hits too much on the head, so you might have to go a bit higher. It does not look normal. It might look okay right in the camera, but since I'm lowering my camera down, the angle is probably helping it out mainly. If you want a really good if you want a playable or posable Freedom model kit, recommend you just to get the high grade or in 1/44 scale, obviously. High grade, since high grade is pretty solid. Of course, some parts may fall off on the high grade, but mainly a really good solid model kit for it. Or the real grade GCP version, which has most, if not all, the updated, especially on the arm joints, which is really useful. The only thing I do not like about this particular Freedom Gundam is just the arms. The arms are just really annoying. I do not like the arms because they cannot hold up the weapons at all. And that's really it, to be honest, because most of this kit is pretty solid besides the arms. But I would rather do say, I did, because I bought this is the reprinted version, so I don't know if it's tight, loose, but really good high grade. Not high grade, real good. It's okay, real grade. I'm just gonna say that. I am biased to Freedom Gundam. It's a okay model kit. Arms is just awful. Balancing could be an issue. All you need is just stand and boom. That's really all. Just for a size comparison, here's the high grade Vidar and the high grade Ashraf Rina Shiminto. Which is, yes, I don't know, I probably butchered that. Here are the Freedom Gundams, which is the Strike Freedom, HDCE, and the HDCE Rising Freedom Gundam. And here are the big boys, which is the real grade Sazbi and the high grade Universal Sentry Silver Bullet. And that wraps up the review, because I like the Freedom Gundam, and I'm reviewing the Freedom Gundam. I have 2 more Gundams, or 2 more Gunpla that I need to build for as my Christmas gift, which I'll probably review soon, because, yes, it's the RG Gundam X from Requiems of Vengeance. So I'll be taking a look of that real soon. But that's really all for my real grade Freedom Gundam review. So that's it, and see ya.